this is the truth. Now, I've been going to doctors on a very regular basis for over 40 years. I'm a disabled veteran, and I'm telling you the truth here. I go to the doctor, and not one of these doctors ever gave me more than 1 minute to tell them what type of problems I have before they say, they know the answer. You need drugs. You have an acid reflux disease, and that's all there is to it. We're right, and we're the doctor. Now, this is both the VA doctors and civilian doctors. It's the same thing. I'm very sorry. But every time I go to the doctor, it's the same thing. And I'm paying these guys to do a job, to give me an examination, and they don't want to do it. Now, I'm looking at my records. I have 430 pages of records from the VA alone. And I can show without a doubt that these doctors absolutely ignored my saying that I have severe eating disorders. They ignored the fact that I have chronic pain. Along with these severe eating disorders, they have never written down about my life-threatening disorders that happened. It happened to me easily 1,000 times since I became disabled. And not one doctor writes down exactly what's happened, not even close, because they walk in a room and within a few seconds they say, oh, you have a hiatal hernia, you're having pain, and it's acid reflux disease. And I'll tell you what it is, they messed up when they did the surgery on me, and the crazy staples are cutting me, they're abrading me. I have broken staples. The staples were over-pressured. They were crimped together so tight that they couldn't hold any tissue. The surgery came loose and laid against my esophagus for years, and I had severe eating disorders which became life-threatening very often. And every time that I go to the doctor, over and over and over, I walk in the room and he says, oh, you have acid reflux disease. It causes these problems. And I know because I'm a doctor and I have a degree. Well, I've had the acid reflux problem for 40 years, and I found out that you do not use the Tums and the Gaviscon and these Tagamet and the Zentac and the Prilosec. You don't use those things because they are very low of an effective, and their side effects are tremendously bad. They have super terrible side effects. I use peppers, believe it or not. I eat hot sauce to keep my acid reflux down to zero. I have none. I have no problem. I still have the reflux because I have the hernia, but that's not, I don't have the irritation. I don't have the problems because of that. But the doctors can't get this far, and I have proof this in these records. I could show you that they have not taken more than a minute. There's only one doctor that ever did. That was Dr. Farino, and he acted like Sherlock Holmes when he was going after the problems. This guy was really good, but he would never see me again. He put me to one of his partners that did the same thing as all the other doctors. You walk in, within a few seconds, they know all the answers. They know what's right. They're right. I'm wrong. I owe them money, and they're going to screw up the credit account, and they still, after 40 years, they couldn't find out that these staples were doing it. I had to show the doctor how to do it, and when I showed him how to do it, he looked at the x-rays. He said it didn't happen, but he didn't zoom in to the point that we were talking about, that we put a circle around in the x-rays. When we zoomed in, there's a metal fragment cutting me. And they said it was bipolar disorders and gave me drugs for that. Terrible drugs. The VA's not doing good things for you. The VA's not doing good things for our people. What they are doing is writing all kinds of lies with no checklist at all, not running any kind of check. Says you walk in a room, the guy wings it, writes a bunch of lies, total lies. They will not correct the errors, and if you talk about correcting the errors, they give you more drugs. Their point is to give you drugs. That's all they want to do is give you drugs and put bad things in your records. And I'm telling you the truth. And I'm going to show you some of these things. But it's happening. And we're going to stop this from happening because these are criminal acts that these guys are doing. They're keeping our American veterans sick. They're giving us drugs, and the drugs are causing terrible problems, and they're incarcerating us in their hospitals because we can't walk because we took their drugs, or we can't do our taxes. That's a reason to put you in a hospital. You can't do your taxes? Well, they put you in a hospital, but they give you drugs so you can't think. And I've been through this. I've been through this over and over and over for years and years and years and years, and I know what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And not one of these doctors ever wrote this. Now, I'm just going to put this video on the web, and I want you to type in Jeff Dyrek, D-Y-R-E-K, Jeff Dyrek, North Pole, and look at the images of me. Put in Jeff Dyrek, Navy, and look at the images of me. Put in Jeff Dyrek, Yellow Airplane, and look at it. I own the website. Now, they say I'm delusional after 20 years. All these PhDs that have been examining me say I'm delusional because I think I own a website. And YellowAirplane.com is over 7,800 web pages, over 40,000 printed pages. It has 1,000 product pages and over 6,800 exhibit pages. I have 22,000 pictures, and the doctors, after 20 years, say I am delusional, and they can't look at the records. When I try to show them, I even show the newspapers of me being on the North Pole. I have newspapers, magazine articles, videos, and they still say I'm delusional, and they want to give me drugs. Well, it's going to stop. I'm real mad at it. I've been doing so well after I stopped taking the drugs, and I was going to die. This time last year, I didn't think I was going to live. And I took a trip. God told me to take the trip. I just left. It took me 4 days to drive to Arkansas, and according to Google Maps, it's 7.8 hours from my house. It took me 4 days. I was so sick, I had to go to the hospital. Hotel after hotel to sleep. 4 days to drive 400 miles. Can you believe that? So I'm doing so much better now. I'm not following what the doctors are saying, and now I'm going after the doctors because they are hurting me and you and every veteran. They are robbing us. They're running all these tests before they even discuss something more than a couple minutes with a patient, and they won't let the patient talk for more than a minute without changing the subject. And I have evidence of this, and we're going to see it. But just go and look under Jeff Dyrek, North Pole, Jeff Dyrek, Navy. I've done all this stuff. Jeff Dyrek, Alaska, it shows you in there. I've done all this stuff. And the doctors say I'm delusional. And 20 years of PhDs and maybe $1 million of taxpayer money spent. And they can't do anything but give me drugs. And they still can't figure it out. This is criminal. I'm calling it criminal. And these guys are going to have to be put in jail. They're going to be fined for this. They're really doing bad things. And every one of you veterans that have some bad things, look at your records. If they're writing something wrong, they're doing bad things. That's fraud. Okay, thank you very much. And everybody have a nice day.